So hi class, this is Michael Philbrick here for week 4. Just going through the assignment step by step here. What part of the assignment was the easiest and why? I think the easiest part of the assignment was actually in creating the visual look of it. Um, it was fun actually. I had a lot of fun with that and playing with the deep background. I found a really cool background. With the MC Escher kind of look here that I was able to find, of course, Creative Commons, open source, so to speak, and attributed, which you can see through my about page here. I do put a little love down there for subtle patterns. So yeah, the easiest part for me obviously was design and coming up with a way to have that deep background. That was a lot of fun in making that part of the assignment happen. What part of the assignment was the most difficult and why? The most difficult part of the assignment was in getting validating the code and getting all of the values from local storage to eventually show up. I did manage to make it happen, which I will display rather quickly. It shows up right now. It's not particularly styled. I did not have the time to create a separate styled edit sheet, but if you go in, you can edit the values, as you can see right here, and everything can also be cleared. What information from previous courses did I utilize to complete this project? Well, I utilized a lot of the VFW videos. I did go back and use those and went through a lot of Chad's videos. Chad held my hand virtually throughout this entire process. Thank you, Chad. So I will have to say that VFW was probably the largest single influence in terms of previous coursework with regards to this assignment. What information did I research to complete this project? I researched a lot. I tried to, I looked for everything on how to get. I looked all over the place. I looked at a lot of different websites to try to find ways of displaying information and seeing if there was some kind of way it was different than with jQuery than it was without. And so that was a lot of it. Just trying to find out if there was something what different. And did discover that when I guess my aha moment, which was my aha moment was just realizing that not to use the jQuery iterator as a get item by ID, which I think was a little bit confusing when we kind of got into this, with a little bit with. I knew it was problematic when we were told that the $sign was both the same thing we were using for VFW, because I knew a lot of us were getting caught up with that, and I know I did. Was either whether or not to use that as the way to get the element by ID or to just create a separate function for get element by ID, which eventually I did, which was able to actually get me the information I needed without confusing things because of the similarity between the jQuery get element by ID or jQuery selector and the get element by ID that we used prior to this course. So my aha moment was just realizing, wow, okay, if I separate those functions and create a separate get element by ID function that's not tied to that $sign, I might get more, my code to validate, and it did. In terms of my design patterns, going through my design patterns, I chose to use this sort of diagonal look here. If I go back to my home page, because I felt like it contrasted nicely especially with my call to action, which is red, and that is my continuously throughout all my pages except for this page here, my last page. You have that particular same level of branding, which I do think is my branding. So that's my video today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, or it looks nice or what have you. I hope you guys did well in your assignments. I know it was a tough one, but I got it done, and I look forward to seeing everyone next semester wherever you are at ASD.